Plaintiffs Clinton Fall and his fiancée Jesse Owens say Clinton dated the defendant and they bought a house together. However, Clinton says they broke up because the relationship was toxic, but the defendant failed to remove him from the mortgage and stopped making the house payments, so he's suing. Defendant Jacob Morton says he broke up with Clinton because there was no intimacy in their relationship. And after Clinton started dating Jesse, he caught Jesse in bed with another man. Jacob is countersuing for half the cost of a quitclaim.
Start with you all.
Jesse and I, my fiance, are here to sue my ex, Jacob.
We've been together for 1 year and 8 months, and we're trying to do everything by the book. We dated for 1 year before even moving in together, taking our time, doing it right. We are running into a lot of potholes, planning our future, and that's what brought us here.
How so? What type of potholes, if you will?
Dealing with the mortgage that we have together. Jacob and I have together. Yes, Jacob and I have a home together, and when I moved out, he was supposed to assume the mortgage.
Give me some background on you all getting a home together. When it was, and the agreement, and everything else.
In June of 2010, Jacob and I decided to buy a house together. We thought we were going to be together forever. As we all know, we're here today, so we didn't
What
make
happened? Caught him cheating?
No. Our relationship kind of
You
went
left
from
him
bad to...
for the witness?
No,
Without telling him?
No. I actually had...
What happened?
My company moved states and we decided to separate.
Just because you were leaving town?
Yeah. So, and
were there other problems?
We had been
I don't mean to get in your business,
yeah,
but I am.
I met Jacob when I was 20 years old. We did a lot of drinking and partying, and his family has a history of drinking. I was there when we helped put one of his family members into rehab. So it started throwing up some red flags. Our relationship went from a loving relationship to we were fighting with each other.
Why do you think that is?
I think a lot of it started arising when my company was moving. And I think he just didn't want to move, and I was moving.
Well, then just say that. That's
So,
what it was. I had to move for my company, for work, and he didn't want to go, and I had to go, and we didn't think a long-distance relationship would work.
We had a toxic relationship at the end.
And then I was already dating a witness, so...
I didn't meet him till later.
In the new town.
In the new town I met him.
Yeah, part of the reason I moved to the new town. Who are you kidding? Did he invite you to move?
He did. I'm the one that ended the relationship.
Why?
We didn't have any intimacy, and he never took care of anything. Money-wise, I took care of everything.
All right, now,
that's not true.
You want to give me any background other than that?
You know, I'm glad they're together because both of them were perfect for each other.
How so?
Well, Clint likes to start a lot of drama.
I don't.
He was dating a guy right after we broke up and told him that we had slept together. So he the guy threatened to hurt me on Facebook, and then 2 years later.
You think y'all slept together?
Well, we slept together while he was dating the guy.
You left that part out.
The other
What has he done? You're criticizing him now. What has he done?
What has Jesse done?
Yes, for you to say they deserve each other like they're both rotten. What has he done?
Well, one thing that Jesse did, Clint got pulled over and got arrested for DUI and asked Jesse to bail him out of jail. And instead of Jesse bailing him out of jail, he texted him and said, I don't think we should see each other. Bad things keep happening. So Clint called me crying the next morning, really upset that he got the DUI and that Jesse sent him the text. Well, he goes to get his stuff from Jesse's apartment and finds him in bed with another man.
Jesse, did that happen?
Yes. This was earlier on in our relationship.
This was about a month
Hence
in.
us dating for a year.
This was about a month into our relationship.
Talking fast, doctor. Y'all both talking fast. Y'all talking fast and at the same time. Let me get out of y'all's business. Let's get to the breach of contract you're suing for. And what contract, what were the terms, and how did he breach?
When Jacob and I bought our house together,
June of
2010, we separated in August of 2012, and we had a verbal agreement that John would take over the mortgage, and in doing that, remove my name from all responsibility to the property and the mortgage itself.
Did the mortgage company agree to that?
Yes. John put it in our mortgage to have it assumable just in case something did happen.
Is that true?
Yes, the loan is assumable, yes.
The mortgage company doesn't have to sign off on it.
No, they
Well,
do have to sign off on it.
That's what I'm saying. Did they?
No.
Because they won't allow somebody unemployed to assume it.
Well,
so, go ahead. What?
We started the process after about 2 years of trying to get Jacob to assume it. We actually have the quitclaim deed where I remove my name from the property.
That's different
And
from
that's-
removing it from the mortgage. That doesn't
Yep.
mean you still
Well,
don't owe that money.
That was the bank's first advice to getting my name off the property and the mortgage because they said they couldn't proceed with it
Yep.
until that was done.
All right, you've done it. Now, what about getting the name off the mortgage? That's what's controlling
Jacob
here.
actually,
I've verbally heard them agree to it. I've seen the texts.
and I've actually got it right here where he
All the
says,
texts.
I'm working on it. I will have the money when I sell my stocks in September.
What has he done to cause you to be owed $3,000? Let's break that down.
We have a 5-year plan of buying a house, getting married, adopting. His credit score is taking a pounding. I mean, it is just...
His credit score.
Yes,
credit
'cause
And
my-
it was ruined how?
because Jacob has missed 15 payments on the house.
Okay, so he hasn't paid what
Yeah.
is owed. So, sir, tell me about failing to pay.
I did. There were late payments, and Clinton knew about them and had access to log in.
How many times?
I don't know right off the top of my head.
Okay,
It's
well, if
current-
they're that many times and you don't know about them, you certainly heard
Right
his
here
credit.
shows the missed payments, and it's highlighted
How
that
many
there was 15.
missed payments?
15.
And you don't know, and he shows me evidence of 15.
And the worst payment
Worst
history
payment
was-
status,
Yep.
120 days to 149 days late.
And as you can see here in my credit graph, it shows
Just
that
see
he
it,
has
please.
tanked my credit a few times.
And we work very hard to get it back.
Yeah. And I
And
purchased,
then it keeps getting tanked.
and I removed because we had cars in both of our names too. And I actually sold my car.
What's the status of the mortgage? I want to hear about what you're trying to do.
I've
Give
called
me.
them, and all they can tell me is it's in John's court now. I can't do anything more other than sue him.
And
Well,
that's
you
the-
can-
That's why we're here.
Yeah, you can also sue to force a sale
Yeah.
of the property to get your name out of it. And so that's what you should pursue. Have a lawyer tell you how you can force the sale of the property because it sounds like he's not willing to sell it. That's what you all need to do. You need to sell it. That's the quickest way to get it out of your name. Are you willing to sell it?
Well, Your Honor, I have information where I asked Clint to help me with the assumption.
Sale. We out of that. Have you tried to sell it?
Well,
Are you
Clint,
interested in selling it?
no, sir. I wanted to assume the loan.
All right, but you can't even keep the loan payments up. We've seen that. 15 times you were behind. So, no, he shouldn't have you assuming anything. And so 160 for your quitclaim deed, how is that owed?
That was part of an agreement with him and I to start the process to get his name off the house.
I never agreed to pay that. Why would I pay it? He's getting a house free and clear.
And he was benefiting from
yeah,
it,
and
right? Why
all
don't you
I'm
sell
getting
something
is
he's
my name
benefiting?
to move on with Jesse.
All right. I'll grant you the $3,000 for him ruining your credit.
Okay.
15 different times, sir. You failed to pay on time. And whether it's out of his name or not, you have failed to meet the obligation, and that is stay there and pay. You've stayed there and you haven't paid, causing his credit to be ruined. That's what I'm ruling on. You were supposed to pay for every month that you stayed there and he wasn't there, and you failed to do so. So I'm granting you the $3,000 for the ruining of your credit. Maybe you can get a lawyer who can now help you remove that from your credit in a quicker way, or financial advisors, or one of these hucksters that say they can clean your credit up. They're not going to charge you the whole $3,000. They'll charge you $59 if you watch the one that come on at 3 in the morning. All right. And he didn't agree to pay any monies for the quitclaim deed, so I'm not granting you that. $3,000 for the plaintiff. Your claim is dismissed. Have
Thank
a
you.
good day.
I just want to be free and clear of all this. I'm obviously not coming back to Nebraska. I'm not moving back into the house. I just want to move on with my life. So,
Oh, I don't have anything to say.